get ready with me for my traditional wedding. So I started off by first concealing the dark spots and breakouts which I have on my face. This period I love dark spot and breakouts on my face, as you can see, so I used the concealer to just cover it up before applying anything else. And then I did my brows off cam, and I also used concealer as well to define my brows off cam before using this brush to just dab in where I put the concealer on the dark spots onto my face. I used MAC foundation mixed with Loretin foundation. I combined them to get my shade because I looked a little bit darker than my winter shade, so that helped me to achieve my desired shade for this period, because this was a little bit in autumn, so I was a bit dark here. And then after that I just used a concealer to brighten up my under eyes because this was going to be a day's look. I also added concealer to some part of my face which I need to brighten up as well, like the corner of my cheek, my forehead, and then my nose as well, just to brighten them up because this was going to be the look for the whole day. After that I used the beauty blender to press in the foundation more into my skin and while allowing the concealer to dry. And now I'm using Cuff Case contour shade to just contour my face before using the beauty blender again to blend in the concealer that is under my eyes. And I also used the concealer as well as a primer for the top of my eyes. I just went through with the concealer and just dab it on top of my eyelids while I was blending it in. And then I did the same for the second side of the eyes as well before using my powder. I noticed I was getting late in my makeup, so I just speed it up and applied my blush off cam. I used the Cuff Case blush as well, and then I'm using Revolution powder for to set my under eyes on both sides and also around the places where I applied the concealer earlier on, just to make sure it's set for the time being. And then I used the setting spray, Maybelline setting spray, to just set the face for the time being. I know I'm still gonna go over it with powder, but I'm just setting it for the time being. And I applied my lashes off cam as well. And then I also came back again with the powder to just brightening up the under eyes again. Like I said, I would just make sure it's brightened for the whole day. I just applied more powder, not too much, just more powder, smoothing it out, and also other places where I applied foundation. Now I'm using MAC Cosmetics Studio Face powder to just blend it out, and also my neck, and also blend out my blush as well to make sure it's not too overpowering the other parts of the makeup, and also to smoothen the face. And next I used the L'Oreal Infallible Setting Spray. I'm applying a lot, as you can see, because I want this thing to be on all day, because this was a full day event. And then I used my fan to just dry off, and this was the final look. I just wore my wig and this is how it looked like, and this was my first look for the day. And then I put in my egg here, and this was how I looked the first look before changing to the second one.